afternoon, everyone. This is Pablo Espinosa de los Monteros from Style Systems, your exclusive and personal image consultant. Now, this video is about standing out, again with the topic of standing out. How could you stand out if the world and its people were blind? Now, this is something very interesting. How could you stand out if no one could see you? How could it be possible for you to stand out if no one can see you? Now, you may say that this type of knowledge or this type of teachings are against what I teach, right? Because I always teach you how to look at your best. You think that I'm all about fashion and I'm all about teaching you become the best version of yourself through your image. But you must understand that image is not only how you project yourself. Image is also many other different things. So I want to bring to your awareness this knowledge. How could you stand out if no one can see you? If everyone in the entire world was blind, how could you stand out? Very interesting, right? A very interesting thought. It comes to my idea first that you should not rely on one simple thing, or not simple, but you should not rely on just one thing. Just like many financial advisors and entrepreneurs, they tell you, you should not rely on just one source of income. You should have multiple sources of income. With me, it's the same. You should not rely on just one thing, all right? If you are a woman and you're beautiful, you have huge breasts and, a fine ass and shit like that, congratulations. Send me a message right now. It's good for you. I applaud it. But if the world was blind, how the fuck could you stand out? Would you be, walking around letting people touch you all the time? Like, hey, touch me, I have huge tits. Come on, man, that's completely stupid and totally wrong. It must be the wine, man. I'm sorry. I'm probably drunk already. Shit. So how could you stand out? Following what I've just told you, never rely on just one thing. Never rely on your looks. If you have been blessed on the GNA, what the fuck? On the gene pool. GNA, what the fuck is that? On the gene pool, if you have been blessed on that and you're tall and you're perceived as beautiful, tall, blonde, blue-eyed, beautiful, strong, whatever the fuck, good for you, alright? Good. Use it. Be proud of it and use that which you have. But don't rely on just one thing, okay? Don't rely on that, because those things will disappear, will go. If you just rely on one simple thing, that thing will go. You must become abundant. Have a mentality of abundance. Being abundant is not only having one thing, like, clinging onto something, like, look at my mustache. My mustache is the best thing and is the best quality that I have on my image. So this mustache is the one single thing that makes me stand out. It is the only thing that makes me stand out. So if you take my mustache, I will never stand out again. I will be a complete piece of shit. No one will notice me. I will become average. No one will notice me. Come on, man. Shit. You must learn, open your mind and find different ways of standing out if no one can see you. How could you do that? Learn nonverbal communication. Learn nonverbal communication. I can tell you straightforward, I would still stand out if nobody could see me. Even though I'm the god of style and shit like that and I have beautiful outfits, I would still stand out. Because first of all, I am not the best one out there. I am not the strongest. I am not the best looking guy. I am not the smartest. I am nothing of that. But I am the one that adapts better. I always adapt. If you could only know everything that I've been through, you would realize what I'm telling you is true. You would be like, God damn, this guy has been through a lot. And he's still here fucking killing it. So you must adapt. That's the first thing. Second thing would be Your voice, your essence, your aura, the sounds that you make, not only with your voice and when you speak. When I enter a room, I make damn sure that every single motherfucker in that room listens to me. I make sure that everyone noticed that I have arrived. Now, I don't have to be like, hey, motherfuckers! I don't have to be like that. That would be crazy. Like some people I know, they do. Bunch of motherfuckers. You can do it through your aura. The way that you enter a room should be magnetic. You become magnetic with the way that you look, the way that you talk, the way that you smell, with the way that you walk. Even if no one is noticing, if a person hasn't seen me, you know, I have my beautiful suit on, but if that person has seen me, there's something about me. There's something about my aura. There's something about my whole persona and character that is magnetic, and people are like, what? Drawn into that. And you want to achieve that if you want to become great, if you want to become one of the great ones. You want to have that factor, that wow factor, that people are like what the fuck? They are, whatever it is that they're doing, they're, you know, looking at their phone, they're like, who is this guy? Now from there, everything is possible. Because if you have someone's attention, from there you can lead them. You can take them from here and from there and from there, from here and from here, from there. And their minds are yours. And that is exactly what you want. If you want to persuade more, if you want to seduce, if you want to sell more, that's what you want to do. So become more creative. Think outside of the box. Especially women. Women rely only on their looks. And, you know, I applaud it. I love women. But, you know, what would happen if the world went blind? How could you communicate your beauty without men looking at you? Or the people looking at you? How could you communicate that you're a beautiful human being if no one can look at that beauty? Now that's a beautiful thought. You must think outside of the box and be creative. Become more creative. Become abundant and creative. You know, there's literally billions and billions of ways that you can stand out. But you get caught up in just one way of thinking because of the GQ magazines, because of some stupid ass coaches that are telling you, oh, you have to look flamboyant and dramatic and shit like that. No, there are different ways of doing it. So think outside of yourself and think outside of the box. And by saying think outside of yourself is that you are not only how you look, you are beyond that. And now maybe you already know about that, but you must hear it from someone that actually knows what he's talking about. Because you can get lost. You can get lost in the process of, oh, I am beyond my looks. Yeah, motherfucker, but even if that's true, or even though that's true, you should still take care of your image, right? Like, goddamn. I mean, just because you can kill someone and get away with it, with a good lawyer, does not mean that you have to actually go and kill someone. You know what I'm saying? It's completely stupid. It's nonsense. So the fact that you are beyond just your looks doesn't mean that you don't have to take care of the way you look. But I'm trying to give you an awareness, bring to your awareness, better said, that how could you stand out? Come with better ideas of standing out. And don't rely on just one thing. Some people rely on their body because they are bodybuilders and they're like, oh, look at my muscles, I'm so goddamn strong. And they rely on just that to stand out. Then some people rely on their money. Oh, look at me, I'm fucking rich. Well, yeah, good for you, motherfucker. I'm not condemning any of those things. I mean, I actually applaud it. If you're a beautiful woman, then use that. If you're a rich man, then fucking spread it and, you know, be proud of that shit. Because it took some time for you to be there, or at least I hope so. But don't rely on just that. I mean, come on. What happens if that leaves you? What happens if your beauty as a man or a woman leaves you? What happens if your money disappears? How could you stand out? How can you communicate you? Who are you? Now that we're getting more deep into this shit, but I'm not gonna go into that conversation. So as I'm here meditating, looking at nature, I always look and enjoy being in nature. It's when I get my best teachings. Drinking my wine, I realized that if the world was blind, how could I communicate that I'm the god of style? If I was to teach a blind man or a blind woman that they need to take care of themselves and their image, how the fuck could I communicate that? Am I just about fashion? Am I just teaching them how to look good with their body, with their goddamn fucking spider? Am I supposed to only teaching them how to look good with their fashion, with their outfits? No. Think outside of the box. So I decided to make this video. There are different ways, steps that you can take. I just gave you a few. But there are different ways for you to stand out. Your actions also. Remember, people forget how you look eventually, right? If you're a beautiful woman, if you're a beautiful man, you're tall and you're strong, whatever the fuck you say you are, you're a model, right? You're a magazine model. Good. People will forget how you look eventually. I mean, goddamn, we see a lot of people coming and going every fucking day. So people will forget about how you look. Then people will forget what the fuck you said also. You may be the best communicator in the world. You may be the best speaker, you know, the most beautiful words. The way that you say it, you're like, yes, and blah, blah. People will forget what the fuck you said. Because they're listening to a lot of bullshit. But what people never forget, ever, is how you make them feel. Did I say it? Yeah, I said it. People never forget how you made them feel. So come up with creative ideas and creative ways of standing out and touching people's minds and touching people's hearts. How could you accomplish that? Now, me being an image consultant, I can tell you that it is the combination of everything that I teach. Your fashion, your outfits, your voice, your movements, your surroundings. It is the combination, the whole package that creates the whole experience of who you are. You see, I am not Pablo Espinosa de los Monteros. I am an experience. I am not just a human being. So by the time you get to know me, you will have an experience, and there will be a before and after you see me and listen to me. So become an experience. That's a better way of standing out if nobody can see you. All right? So start thinking outside of the box. I felt inspired of teaching this today. I felt inspired on making this video. Hope this video finds you well. I will continue to enjoy my wine. I will keep meditating. Become the best version of yourself, my friends, and I will see you on the next one.